Hi, and welcome to the second episode of Royal Commitments. My name is Dr. Gentry Sutton, and I serve as the Executive Vice President and the Vice President of Advancement at Warner. In this second episode, we're going to continue to highlight Warner University's commitment to the gospel message. I'm joined here today by Pastor Chad Tingley, who is the lead pastor at South Lake Wales Church of God, which sits adjacent to Warner University's campus and at which our entire campus community worships every Wednesday morning during the academic year. Pastor Chad, thank you for taking the time to be with us this morning.
We're so privileged to get to be a part of what the Lord is doing through Warner.
Well, we're very thankful for the partnership. You have been privileged to see and be a part of a number of student transformations, especially during this last semester in the fall of 24. But really, we've been seeing a strong move of God for 3 or 4 semesters now. And I want to use the word revival carefully, but if we're not seeing a revival, it seems like we're seeing something pretty close to it. Will you just talk to us for a couple of minutes about what you've seen in your role as kind of our partnering pastor? And how you've seen the gospel affect students at Warner University?
This has been genuinely, out of all my years of ministry, the last few years have been a pretty exciting time as we have watched students opening up to the power of Jesus. And there have been these kind of swelling up of moves in individual students, but we really had a spark of something special in correlation with what God did at Asbury University several semesters ago. And we joined in the live televised experience of the National Collegiate Day of Prayer. And following that, it's like the students didn't want to go anywhere. And we had several moments even in that service where students were captured by the gospel and some lives were really radically changed in that moment. But the students continued to gather and pray. We just gave them space. We didn't really do anything. We just gave them space, and they continued to respond to the Spirit. And we have watched this each semester develop and grow. I think we're over 30 students baptized from the beginning of that movement to the beginning of this year. And then, as you mentioned, I think this year we've seen 25 plus more baptisms. So we've had this unbelievable move. And I really think it comes down to what George Barna identified in his study, talking about this generation, Generation Z, renaming them the open generation. And they are open to the gospel. They are open to this move of the Lord, and they just want direction.
And we're seeing it here at Warner. Well, thank you for partnering with us. Your partnership matters to our students, matters to the church. It ultimately matters to the culture and to the kingdom of God. So we are so thankful that you and your church have decided to partner with us and be a part of our community. We really appreciate it. In the next episode of Royal Commitments, we're going to continue to highlight the gospel and the university's commitment to the gospel, and you will hear from a student who has been radically affected by the gospel message at Warner University. Stay tuned.